Part 3, Scaling and Management. Chapter 9, Scaling and Exit. If launching a startup is the birth of an idea, then scaling is its maturation and transformation into a powerful force. You have already proven the viability of your business model, attracted your first customers, and built a core team. Now the goal is to move beyond initial success, significantly increase your market share, attract even more users, and of course, multiply your revenue. This isn't just about increasing volume. It's a well-thought-out growth strategy that requires new approaches and bold decisions. Scaling strategies. Expanding horizons. Scaling isn't always about more. Often, it's about smarter. How to use your resources most effectively to reach new segments, markets, or offer more value to existing customers. There are several proven strategies that allow startups to scale. Product line expansion. From a single star to a constellation. When your main product successfully solves a key problem for your target audience, a logical next step is to expand your product line. This means creating new products or features that complement your core offering and bring additional value to the same or adjacent customer segments. Why is this beneficial? Increase LTV, lifetime value. The more products or services a customer buys from you, the higher their lifetime value. This is cheaper than acquiring a new customer from scratch. Strengthen market position. By expanding your offering, you become a more comprehensive solution for customers, which reduces their desire to seek alternatives from competitors. Diversify risks. If demand for one product declines, you have other revenue streams. Additional touchpoints. New products create new opportunities for marketing and sales. How to do it effectively. Deep customer understanding. Research. What other problems your existing customers have that you could solve? What else do they need? What related services are they looking for? Conduct new interviews and surveys. Start with an MVP. Don't immediately create a full-featured second product. Start with a minimum viable product version of a new feature or product to test demand and gather feedback. Leverage existing expertise. Maximize the knowledge and technologies you've already developed. Perhaps your team or part of your code can be adapted for a new product. Example: Amazon started as an online bookstore. Then they expanded their product line to music, video, electronics, and then everything else. Later, realizing that their internal infrastructure for web services was valuable in itself, they launched Amazon Web Services, AWS, which became one of their most profitable ventures. Another example is Apple. Starting with computers, they consistently expanded their lineup to iPod, iPhone, iPad, Watch, and services, Apple Music, iCloud, creating an entire ecosystem around themselves. Entering new markets, conquering new territories. Once you have successfully established yourself in your local market, a logical growth strategy is geographical expansion. This could involve entering neighboring cities, regions, other countries, or even going global. Why is this beneficial? Significant increase in potential audience. Each new market opens access to millions or billions of new potential customers. New revenue streams. Geographical expansion directly impacts your TAM, total addressable market, and SAM, serviceable available market. Reduce dependence on one market, spreading risks. How to do it effectively. Thorough market research. Don't assume that what worked at home will work elsewhere. Research at target audience specifics, cultural nuances, purchasing habits, language preferences, competitive landscape. Who are the main players in the new market? What are their strengths and weaknesses? Regulation and legislation, tax, labor, consumer laws. This is critically important and may require product or business model adaptation. Logistics and distribution channels. How will you deliver the product or service? What partners will you need? Product adaptation. You may need localization, translation, design adaptation, or even product modification to suit the needs of the new market. For example, a product working in Western Europe might not be suitable for Asia without significant changes. Start small. Don't try to conquer the whole world at once. Choose one most promising region or city for your launch. Conquer it, refine your processes there, and then use that experience for further expansion. Example: Uber and Airbnb initially focused on specific cities, San Francisco, New York, refined their models there, and then consistently scaled worldwide, adapting to local laws and cultural specifics. Another example is Spotify. Starting in Sweden, they gradually entered new European markets, and then globally, adjusting music catalogs and pricing models for each region. Partnerships and alliances, multiplying strengths together. Scaling doesn't necessarily mean doing everything yourself. Strategic partnerships and alliances allow you to leverage the resources, expertise, and customer bases of other companies to achieve common goals. It's like combining the efforts of several ships to conquer a new ocean. Why is this beneficial? Fast access to new markets' audiences. A partner can provide you with instant access to their customers or distribution channels. Shared resource utilization. Reduced costs for development, marketing, logistics. Increased trust and credibility. Association with a reputable partner can give your startup weight. Risk reduction. Sharing risks when entering a new market or launching a new product. Types of partnerships. Marketing/promo partnerships, joint advertising campaigns, cross-promotion, joint webinars. For example, a food delivery service might partner with a cafe aggregator, offering its users special discounts. Technology/integration partnerships, integrating your product with a partner's product to create a more valuable solution. For example, a project management app integrates with a video conferencing service. Distribution partnerships, using a partner's sales network to distribute your product. For example, a startup that developed innovative corporate project management software might partner with a large IT distributor. Instead of building its own sales department capable of reaching thousands of companies worldwide, the startup leverages the distributor's existing channels and established relationships with corporate clients. This allows the product to quickly hit the shelves, virtual or real, and become available to a broad business audience. Strategic alliances, joint ventures, deeper forms of cooperation, often involving joint development or entry into new markets. Example: Starbucks and Spotify formed a partnership allowing Starbucks customers to find music playing in cafes through the Spotify app and earn rewards for it. Starbucks employees also gained access to a premium Spotify account. This created value for both companies and their customers. How to build effective partnerships. Look for mutual benefit. The partnership should benefit both sides. Clearly define goals and expectations. What do you want to gain from this partnership? How will you measure success? Start small. A pilot project before investing in a long-term and large-scale collaboration. Be ready to negotiate. Partnership terms are always open for discussion. Remember that finding the ideal partner is like a first date. If you immediately talk about marriage, it will likely lead to nothing. Start with coffee, and then you can think about a shared future.